have it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. You know how you have to give it a minute. Where's my whatchamacallit at? I don't know where it's at. Eee. I'm looking for my pendulum. Oh, come on, pendulum. How are you? Or did you call hiding?
Let me see if I can
I might have to use one of this. What'd you say?
make me moderator.
How do I make that moderator? Do I click on what you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Add as a moderator. I don't know why you stopped being a moderator. Okay, there you go. Whoa.
There you go. Now they put on the moderator.
Okay. Good. Now I gotta see, can I hear myself? Hello, testing sound. Testing sound. Look at me chewing that gum like a horse. Oh Lord.
I can hear you.
You can hear me? I'm trying to hear myself on the phone. Let me not chew this gum. Hello, testing sound. Hello. Testing. Look at me chewing that gum like a horse. Oh Lord. Okay. You can hear me? All right, it's got a delay. All right, I can hear myself really well, so that's good. What is good? That is good. All right. What you doing, Greg? What you doing? You doing your lips like that? Oh, why?
Because I just do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, Grace, that you doing them hearts? That's you doing hearts. Oh, I don't know. You always glazing on my line. That's all right, though. Hello, and my name is Shannon, baby, and welcome to my live. I'm going to be doing tarot using many different cards and many different avenues. I don't know where my damn pendulum is. Using everything. What I'm going to be reading on is two history mysteries combined in this video. I'm going to read on Stonehenge what exactly it is, or you try to get from the cards what exactly it is, what is its purpose, is it something spiritual, is it just something, what they call it, utilitarian, or something for their use. It's turning bad, Gracie herself. Let's unmon, you can take him off. And also I was liking to check on the Wiltshire, England. Oh no, that's what the place is. Hold on just a minute. Let me get myself together here. The Flannan Isles mystery. I never heard of these. So I kind of like just Googled just like the the small specifics of it. I don't want to get too in depth about it. I just kind of wanted to get like a small overview of it. Anyway, it is these three people. They were lighthouse workers, keepers. This happened in December the 15th, 1900s. And so they just went missing. It was three of them. No, they didn't find any, bodies or anything like that. When they came in, they had half-eaten food and one chair overturned. Okay, so I'm kind of reading on those two things. Hi, Mercedes. So Stonehenge and the Flannan Isle mystery. Okay, I love history, mystery. I love history, period. All kinds of history. A lot of people say, history is dull, and how Jose, or how would you say that, Grace? I'm sorry, I'm bad, Renee. Who? That's Jose. Okay, hi, Jose. So I guess I won't find my pendulum. So I'll go right on along without it, because there is something that I should have been had together anyhow. So first, we want to get some reading or get some type of information that we can get on the Stonehenge. This is in Wiltshire, England. Everybody knows these are the circular standing stones. Hi, Hunter, that are supposed to be in this. Some people say that it is something that is spiritual. Some people say it's something where they align with the stars. It's a lot of different flowing theories, but it is a mystery as to why that. Those things are there. Hey, Kimmy. So we're just gonna put down some cards first of all, and then we might get to like getting into specific questions. So we're just gonna do like a quick overview of what are those stone hinges? What are they for? Are they spiritual or just something people use?
We, is this kind of stupid, Mama?
It's weird, but it's not um, threatening in any manner. Thank you,
Talking
Hunter.
about the subject?
No, but no, but it's not threatening. It's just a little off there.
Let me see.
But yeah, thank you, Hunter, for subscribing. Stonehenge. All right, let me get myself centered and here and present and over there too. Happy Saturday, Caleb. Okay, let's get myself centered. Okay. So we're gonna go to Stonehenge first. We're gonna go to the Stonehenge to kind of get us a grasp of what that particular mysterious area was for. Okay. All right. Remark the beginning of something, an opening of something to communicate. I would try my best to show you the cards. If I had a better phone and a better stand, I would show you all the cards. But unfortunately, I do not have that. Having a great night, Caleb. All right. Hopefully, I don't take too long. Sometimes I'll be doing readings forever because I get down, I go all down the rabbit holes. But pray for me that I don't go down the rabbit holes. This was something to do with bouquet. Bouquet is like beautification, something that you want somebody to see, and it represents you. Like if you have the first room in the house, in the country houses down south, sometimes the first room of the house is the living room, and that is the place where black people keep it very sacred. You can't sit on the couch, you can't look, you can't do nothing. Sometimes you can't even breathe in the living room, and you just kind of sit there. It's like because some houses have the first living room, and then we call the second living room like a den, but that's some country stuff there. So it was for beautification. It was something that you were supposed to see prior to coming onto the island. This is the first thing that you were to see. And I think it was again to mention SEE, and then SEA. It was something that you were supposed to see from coming on shore off of sea. It was a beautiful, for them, it was very special and it was very beautiful. All right, so that's just a card that was on top. And then it's got beauty with a bear, which is leadership, energy, protection. Okay. So I feel also that whatever this arrangement of those stone hinges was, it was also for protection. It served two things: beauty and protection. So that was the first thing that you seen prior to coming on the sea. And that was something that you could see from there. And it really meant something to the people of the island. The people of the island, it's just my psychic feelings here. The people of the island were very peaceful people. They don't feel warmongering. They don't feel like they went and conquered things. They were not all family, so I just can't say family, but they were family oriented. Thank you, Caleb. And it was like groups of people that was family, but people that wasn't related. They helped each other out. They
I'm
had
glad you kicked me from my live.
Who?
You kicked me from the live
Me?
after I phone.
I didn't kick you from nothing. I'm talking.
Okay,
Anyway,
I'm back on.
no, I ain't kick you. I'm talking. So the people were just like they wanted to come together and commune, just like a commune of people. I definitely feel like they were spiritual in a sense. Now I don't know what spirituality they were with or who they worshipped or what have you, but they were spiritual and very close knit. All right. So at the middle of the nine card Lenormand is clouds. Okay. And we have also on that top of that a King of Wands, disturbing forecast, confusion, change, unpredictability, delays. They place this thing at the front of the island or wherever it is on the island. Also, this was to let people know where you are, such as this is a landmark. Okay, they were using these things in a circle to let somebody know that they were there. Okay, now, who that somebody was, I'm not clear on that, but they are letting somebody know you have arrived at the Stonehenges or whatever they called it at that particular time. So you wouldn't be confused as to where you are. I feel like they will communicate with others on other islands. Okay, they did have a communication. I feel like they came from another island because we have a Stark and we have a letter and communicating back and forth. So I don't think they were a people that were just people that stayed on the island and they was cocooned and didn't go other places. I feel like there were people from other islands that came to the Stonehenge Islands and placed residency there. But then after they were there so long, they became their own people with their own culture and their own way of doing things. But they would definitely they put that up to let the other people on the other island know and communicate with them that this is a new place. Okay, this is a new place, and in the middle of that is key. And key is always new possibilities, landing on success. They overcame obstacles. They might not have had it that good. The certain people that left the other islands may have not been having a great time on the other main islands. I'm not even sure about the um, location of Stonehenges and the islands around it. Alrighty. We got letter, we got fish, and we got crossroads. So I feel like this also was to let this was not people might believe that this was a self-contained island. I think that the island also was for finances, and this was to let you know where you were headed, where you were going, and they had people come to their island and get things and do some type of exchanges. Okay, so the people on the island was into exchanges. Maybe they did fishing, but it was some finance and some resource that was relevant on that island um,
Were
that
they around
provided.
a lot of water?
Huh?
Were they around a lot of water?
I think it is. I don't know. Let me look it up. Because, like I said, I like to know a little bit about it, but I don't like to know a lot about it. So, look up Stonehenge and see is it some water. But I've seen it before, but I thought it was off an island, or I could be getting that confused with the Easter egg island. But go ahead and look
How
it
do you
up.
spell stone?
Ston. Uh,
S-T-O-N.
Henge. I wrote it down. He. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Henge. I thought so. Stonehenge location. And then see if it's surrounded by some water. But I don't know if it's surrounded by water or what it is. But whatever they were doing, they were using the resources of that island or of that place or that particular region to conduct financial business. And that was like that was a place of beautification. That was also a place of finances and
No, Stonehenge is not
mhm,
surrounded by water.
it's not. Let
No.
me see where it's at.
It is located on South.
Let me see
See what?
the phone so I can see where it's at. Let me see. I'm gonna Stonehenge. Okay, it's in the UK, but where? Come on, give me a map. Eternity, since I let you hear me, why'd you have to go tonight? Go where you go. Wherever they was, they did have some form of water, and it was something that resources. Let me look. I really need to see it on Google Map. That's why I need to see it in Google Map. Google Map. Oh, come on. What is this one? Dang on phone. Got a picture. I'm just trying to get the damn Google Maps. This ain't doing everything but what I wanted to do.
Go to Google Map and then put Stonehenge.
That's what I'm finna do. Hinge. There you go. Salisbury, UK. All right. Let's see what's up. I don't know, but I feel like at that time, because this again is a long time, and I'm feeling water.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago, so here you go. And I'm feeling water. That it was water that was there. It was a body of water that particularly was there that maybe we're not privy to knowing that was there at that time. There are a lot of different changes that take place over the eons and how long we think something has been there. Because this area that I live in used to be water. Hola, Drano. It used to be water, but now no one would think that it was water. But I had a vision of it one day, and I seen that it was covered in like some kind of swampy type like water, and this whole area that I'm living in was underwater. Okay. All right. Let's see.
It was underwater.
Uh huh. Yeah, long time ago. I can't tell you how far back it is, but it was. It was water, and water recedes. Like okay, like when the summertime we used to be looking at Trinity River. It used to be bare to the bone. You could see the bottom of it, nothing but silt and dirt.
Yeah.
Now when it started raining in the springtime, that thing fill up with gallons and gallons and gallons, and the Trinity be
We used to
rolling.
remark how dry it
Yeah, we
was.
used to say, "Oh, ain't nothing in there." I think that's just some type of climate change, and I definitely see them doing something within the fishing industry, and I definitely see them doing something by water and lots of trade. That this island was very full of resources. All right, and there was a body of water there. I do think they were spiritual in a sense. The Stonehenge itself was a lot of different things, but I feel like some area of the Stonehenge was devoted to bringing financial blessings on the island. Okay, That's just my opinion. Let's show you what else we
It might
can
have
see.
like a lake or a pond or something.
Yeah, it was a lake, a pond. It was something. Um,
It
it
might
was a
have a
body of
river.
water that connected to another body of water. Okay,
That sound like a river.
maybe so. I don't know.
Or it could be like one of those lakes. You know how Trinity River is? It has a lot of
And
lakes.
Trinity River go off into the Gulf and other different places it go
Yeah.
all off into. So that's kind of what this was. Some water that went into a bigger thing of water. Okay, but it was very much a commerce based city and family oriented and a little bit of spirituality located there. Let me see. Mm, I feel like with the crossroad, with the crossroad and the tower, I also feel like this was a place that was kind of isolated from some other places, main places, and it could have been isolated due to that lake or whatever. It was only isolated on one side though. I don't know what that means, but it was isolated on one side. Those particular people, again, I'm getting strongly that they came from another island. I see that Stonehenge is right where, in the UK, but those people came from a distance from some island. I don't know, how people, traveled at that time or how people got along this way and traveled that way. I'm not very familiar with UK history nor the topography or anything like that.
Like
Let's
their
see.
land.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that base. I just like to know a little bit about it so I can not get distracted by just Google. Can you still hear me?
Huh?
Because this speaker went off or anything like that. Okay,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can still
You
hear me.
wouldn't know
Yeah,
whether to be
I'm not. Okay, good.
like happy hour
All
or
right, that's
something.
good. Let's see. What else can I see here? Oh, forget. Yeah, these definitely were some nomadic people that found an island. Okay, because here's the Stark. Here's your movement. Here's conflict. This is a conflict that they had on the previous island or previous place that they came from on some island, and they want to be out there alone. This is the tower. They also wanted to have their own form of government as well. I feel like these people left behind whatever, and they also wanted to leave behind um, the government that they had at the previous islands. Okay, let's see. Business was taking place where the Stonehenges was, but I don't believe that. I think that, I mean, not I think, I know. Spirit is telling me that this little part that Stonehenge is left, that is just a little part of what the whole entire thing was. Okay. That was just something. That was just something that was kind of like left over. So, and for instance, like when we leave here, okay, and we long gone, humans long gone, and we don't know who here, but they come and they see our relics and stuff, and like they only see McDonald's, okay? But the building is gone. Everything is gone except for this yellow arch. Then they'll go making assumptions what that yellow arch was. Oh, yes, this was something that they worshiped. They'll go and giving us all these things, attendance to, the things that are left behind. So I definitely feel like this is something that was left behind. This was akin to like the town square, but this was a part of the first part of the town that you see, but this is the part that was left because it was made of such good material, and the material was specially selected from the resources as well, but they also had a spiritual connotation of what those rocks were made out of. That was something also. I feel like they were trying to bring prosperity to themselves and whatever spirit they were trying to worship at that time. Let's see. Judgment, finances. Yes, they were very bullish about finances. Okay, that's them. Um, this is the I've asked you nicely. Remember how I asked you before then? I suggest you get on that because I'm not gonna be stopping for that. I told you to stop, and I mean it. I mean it fast finances and getting everything quickly. Um, Getting people's orders together, whatever they want, and then shipping it out, taking it out, however it is that they were getting around at that time, however they get around. Uh, we got Chariot and we got Crossroads. I felt like they were a crossroads between two other places, and this was a good meeting ground to get the certain things that you needed because some of those items on that particular plot right there, those resources weren't other places. Okay, so you know how you got your rare earth minerals and all of that stuff like that in Ukraine and all that. So sometimes those resources are not everywhere. And this was like a meeting place between two places, but it was its own little town. They had their own form of government, which they had some type of government that was mixed with spirituality of some sorts. Definitely, the it is true. I've just gotten that is they liked the stars, the moons, the galaxies, stuff like that. They were very keen on. Um, but it wasn't mostly for anything like looking to the stars for any spiritual enlightenment type thing. It's like they were just very aware of where the stars were and for purposes of location, um, for purposes of putting something here or putting something there, and so they would know. Okay, let's see.
I'm still listening to you. Sorry, I wasn't on the
Oh,
phone.
okay.
I'm just listening. You should make a podcast.
What is that?
I don't know if it's a podcast.
I mean, I heard a podcast, but what really is that? What they do?
Like you just
Just
talk.
talk?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
should make like a history of it. I mean, I ain't
Oh,
too big
okay.
enough to, but I would.
Okay then. Hmm. There's something I can hang my head on and see. Hmm.
It was pretty nice.
This was we got a key and we got a forest wars. Certain parts of the Stonehenge also was for relaxation and meditation. Okay, this for people to lay down to commune with their God, whoever their God is. It was like a beautiful place. A garden was somewhere around there. Like I say, the first part is just what's left. I'm kind of trying to give you the rest of it that deteriorated away. They had a nice park space, and it was something that was connected to nature and something connected to their religion. And let's see. It was a place. We got the four of pentacles, and we got clouds and confusions together. For me, that means that this was a place to clear your mind. Okay, this was a space for you to go and, like I said, commune and clear your mind and your space. It was also oriented towards children. We got a page of wands, and we got children. They would teach people there too in the area, in that particular Stonehenge area. They would teach people, and I think that this was more on a religious aspect that they had, but it wasn't like fervent religion and that it was like extreme or nothing. It's just like something peaceful setting, like for instance Buddhism or something, but it's not Buddhism, of course, but it's something along that line. It wasn't nothing that extremely delegates you to one thing, or or a particular figures. um their religion felt like to me like they had pan gods, what you call pan gods, and pan gods is all gods and things similar to Native Americans. Like you got a spirit for the earth, you got a spirit for the water, you got a spirit for the rain, you got a spirit for everything. They was kind of like into that, but these were not extremist people, which is great. They tried to be as peaceful as they could, okay, but stern. Okay, the men were a little bit stern but peaceful as well. So they had a very nice mixture of uh, um, femininity and masculinity. It was a good little thing there. They wasn't like trying to overrule, nor were they trying to let the women rule over them. So it was a good little mix and a good little community, and they did very well with whatever financial stuff they did. They did very well. They would also have um, bowls of something. I don't know what I'm seeing here. Bowls that they would take to this Stonehenge that contain liquids, oils, something like that. But For them, it was only about like bringing in finances or something like that. Okay, happiness, peace, tranquility, things like that. But to also ward off the enemies, they were more into um, warding off their enemies than directly confronting them in any hostile manner. Let's see. This is Stark and the Six of Cups. So wherever island that they come out, they come from some island, like I told you. I don't know how they got there, how far they got there, but they made their way there. And nomadic people can really get up some miles. You wouldn't think that the human body could move as a group like that and just but they could and they did and they will. They kept some of their whatever island they're from. They kept some of the culture from that island. They kept some of that, and they told stories to their children about the island that they used to come to, about their religion, about why they left, and about what they are building here in their new city there in Stonehenge place. I don't know the name of the city as it was, but that's what it is. They like to build boats. Okay, these might not have been extravagant boats. Like I say, I don't know where that body of water is or where it's gone to, but they liked it to build boats, those small boats. Okay, let's see. I don't want it to get too long. Yeah, I'll go down the rabbit hole. Okay, we got the whip and we got the emperor. In the past, this led me to believe whatever country that they came from or whatever island that they came from, they felt like they were in North Korea. Okay, they were up under a strict emperor dictatorship person, whatever you can call it, and he was conflicting with their values. Okay, I felt whoever this person was, whatever island they came from, this person is like a transplant. This person came from somebody else, somewhere else. He's like half and half their culture and some other culture, and he just came through and he was acting kind of like a conqueror, like I say, like you in North Korea or something. So they had to get up out of there. And something went horribly wrong in that island from that they previously came from. This is the tower, and this is duh. In fact, these are two towers, okay? But in the Lenormand, they mean two different things. This is to complete disruption, and I'm reading on the past of the people at the island, okay? So something disturbing happened on the island, and it could have been war, and it has something to do with the government because this tower card in the Lenormand has something to do with government, public building authorities, stuff like that. So it all went to shit, okay? And they say, well, we taking us and our people and we starting over and we doing it again. Now I want to see what happened to the people because it is, of course, time and everything happened to it because that's been a long time ago. But just what brought about the kind of ending of the people, but the thing that they built um, to just show the beauty and the strength. Um, you need to get him off of there. You ain't got to say nothing what he's saying. They built this for the beauty and the strength. All right. And it stood the test of times because I get that it was one or two or three no, three people. Okay, thank you. It was three people that were over this project of making this beginning, this beautiful area at the front, and they were very particular about these stones. Even if it took them, so many times. You got another one. Even though it took them so many long term to pull those stones from here or there. But I don't think they had to pull them over a long distance. For some reason, the resources are not the same resources that are on that piece of property now. So those could have been abundant rocks or abundant stones on that island, not very far. I don't get maybe 5 or 6 miles. That's just my opinion. So things have changed over due time. People may think something is impossible. You know. When things come to destruction. Okay, what ended our sweet people? What ended our sweet people that love to get money and not too defensive, but they wanted to ward off. Okay, a lot of people think it's alien related, so let me get that out there. Let me ask you. So, is anything alien oriented about Stonehenge? Alien, I like to get weird. Sorry about that. Let's see. Anything alien oriented about Stonehenge? They kept their eyes to the sky. You see that? They always were looking up. This reminds me of like birth charts, different planets, different galaxies. Okay. And so they were aware. Okay. They were somewhat, they were not somewhat, they were aware of some type of alien activity. Let's see what we got here though. They were definitely into the sun. They had seen some, and it really got their feelings up. But I don't think that they were in communication. Maybe some come down to see what particular arrangement that these people had made. They would come through. Okay, that's what I get. So this is what I get is that aliens will come through the hinge. Okay, the way that they set it up, you got to remember, is that they were very particular on the stars, the moons, the galaxies, and stuff. So I think they set that up there because they just were enamored with the galaxy and seeing certain stars and things of this nature. So I think that the aliens had to come down and see what did what you call it. Just had to come see. They made them in certain shapes and symbols, and they be like, this resembles the sky, and they were just kind of like checking it out. That's just my opinion about that, the alien aspect of it. What led to the destruction of the people could have just been time. Okay, don't have to be nothing supernatural. Um, World ending, it could have just petered out. Natural selection. We'll see. Why did the people Stonehenge end, and we just got that one big beautiful beginning of the community. All right, let's see. I feel like it ended. This is the death card. This is the King of Pentacles. I think ended how it began. It began as please sit down. A very it began as a very prosperous place, and they were on the crossroads between two countries, and they were getting money, and everything was good. And but some relationship ended, some financial relationship ended. Things really changed, and I think it just seems like they just kind of petered off. Some people left, okay, and went other places when they felt like it was all going, that we really don't have the society that we had. Now it's time to leave. So some people got up and some people got up and they left and they went on to explore additional regions. All right. If we ever could, thank you, Caleb. If we ever could, like, if perhaps they were to find like inhabitants that inhabited that, and you could look at their DNA, you would see their DNA going across the continent that is inside of other people. You could definitely trace their bloodline, okay, because they were a unique type people. That's what I feel. I think they were so unique that you can be able to track their DNA. That they moved here. Oh, they left here. Um, let's see. Also, this is water. The water started drying up. Okay, so this also could be just through natural climate change. All right, the water seemed to be drying up because I was trying to tell y'all about our. We have a big body of water here called the Trinity River, and it's either rushing to kill you or it's dry to the bone and you can't get nothing out of it, and that's how it goes. But I think that their source of water just dried up and it was it. Okay. Um, There was nothing left. Okay, there we go. There was nothing left. This is a blank slate here. So the people had to leave because the resources was being depleted. Maybe there were only so much of resources in that area. They had got the most financial paralysis out of the area that they could get. I feel like some people just stayed there, and because they had been there all of their life, had been there all of their life, and so they just stayed there. He is all right. All right. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back for the next the part two, and gonna do when I come back. Let me see. We're gonna do the Flanagans because this video pretty long. It's 40 minutes, so I'm gonna come back and do the Flanagans. Thank you. Bye bye.